Hi, welcome to the Hartselle Football Coaches Show. I'm Margaret Ann Prater alongside head coach Bert Newton, and this will be a weekly broadcast that's going to air on our Hartselle Tigers channel on YouTube. And Coach, let me thank our sponsors really quick. We got Agency on Main, Eddie Pruitt Ford, Express by Marmac Commercial Real Estate, Heck Funeral Home, and Life Church. And Coach, we're going to go back over Jackson Olin a little bit, talk about your off week a little bit, and talk about Columbia a little bit. Let's start with Jackson Olin. We had some good, some bad. Seems like about a month since we played football. To me it does. What can you remember back at that game?
I thought our defense played really hard, and got after them, and were almost unblockable as far as getting up blocks and running the football. So they were great. I thought offense was very efficient early on, especially. I thought Carter Lee was great. Our running backs who talked earlier, I'm on the show, or maybe it's later in the show. I don't know what the order is going to be, but they're doing a great job of kind of guiding that ship and not worrying about numbers and being unselfish and worrying about winning. So really proud of them. So I guess that's my Jackson Olin takeaway.
That sounds good. Got a quick special teams question.
Okay.
Snaps they look good this time, but we had different holders.
We do.
So have we settled on that position as to who's going to hold our kicks, or are we just going to kind of see what works?
We're going to see what works. We won't Carter Lee off of it. We won't take something off of him and give him some rest there and not have him have to worry about that. And we got some young guys that are pretty good skill guys that can catch it and put it down. So that's a work in progress.
Okay. See, we can ask about that later on. You're also my defensive coach today. So lots of guys recorded. I looked at the stat sheet. Lots of guys recorded tackles. Lots of guys got playing time. But I looked, about 75% of them had missed tackles. Are we going to work on that kind of stuff? Did we work on that in the off?
Yes, that's been a point of emphasis is flying the football and then first and foremost, finishing when you tackle. You have to put your face mask on them and wrap them up. We call it clubbing, and then roll your hips and run your feet. And most of our missed tackles were when guys left their feet and dived to people. So always a point of emphasis, and we'll get better at that. But the good thing is there's so many of them running the football that if you just hold on, help's coming. You got 10 other guys coming to help you if you can just hold on. And because everybody that gets the ball against us is probably going to be better than us as far as athletically. But again, there's 11 of us, and one holds on, and 10 more are coming.
Awesome. Let's talk about our Eddie Pruitt Ford Player of the Week. That's going to be Mr. Brady Riddlehuber. He had 2 interceptions. So what can you say about the Hoove?
I mean, what a great kid, and a guy that's been a part of this program and hadn't played much, and then he gets his chance, and he played offense the 3 years before, and then we moved into defense. We thought we'd get him on the field that way. And he gets on the field last week and has 2 big picks. I mean, one of them was they just threw it right to him, so good on him. But the other one, when he was in cover 3 and had inside leverage and played it perfectly, I'm talking about that teaching tape type stuff. And so proud of him for how he's grown up in this deal, and just when a great kid makes great plays, and then we walk in here on Sunday to meet, and all the coaches like, it's got to be Hoove. I'm like, I'm in on that. So it's good.
That's awesome. Okay, one thing, Coach, teams do is set benchmarks and goals. So what were your goals in the off week?
To be physical and we played each other pretty hard, and so making sure we were worried about us and not Columbia or even on down the road teams, and just be the best team we can be.
Well, I heard some things about you guys doing extra weight training and things like that. Tell us why, because the kids, I'm like, you're pulling down the calendar later on this evening.
Well, I mean, when we lifted hard last week, it was a 4-day lift, and we always tell them we're not lifting for this game. We're lifting for week 3 of the playoffs or week 2 of the playoffs, or down the road, and they buy into that, and so we had a good week as far as that goes. As far as I think getting stronger, and pushing ourselves, and same thing at practice.
Okay, Coach, got a Columbia question for you. They're currently riding the nation's longest losing streak, but they're filming a documentary. And you said that they're going to be on the Today Show, where they were on the Today Show. I heard the documentary is going to be on Netflix. Have you ever been a part of any of that?
I have not, and I'll say this: they're much improved. Coach Coates has done a good job as far as, especially, just you can tell like through communication and being proactive as far as trading film and just when you watch their film, they're keeping things simple and they're a better football team, and I think they're going to win a game this year.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I can't wait to watch. Hopefully, just not against us.
Hopefully not.
April Ford fan question of the week, and then we're going to wrap things up. Against Jackson Olin, we saw a lot of younger guys get to play. How do you feel about the future of parts of Tiger football?
I like the future. We're an old team. We got 27 seniors, but the younger guys are stepping up and kind of following the lead of the seniors, and so I think that we got a bunch of juniors that are playing well. And our sophomore class I really like as well. They got some good spots, and then our ninth grade class has got 53 kids, so there's a ton of them. And if they stay together, that could be a special class that, and some of them are going to play next year, which is odd for our Hartsville. We don't play many sophomores, so I'm fired about the future.
It'll be great. All right, thanks for watching. We'll be back next week.
Go Tigers.
Come see us at Eddie Pruitt Ford. We're a proud supporter of Hartsville Athletics.
All right, we're here with our Eddie Pruitt Ford Player of the Week, Mr. Brady Riddle Hoover. I'm going to start off with a couple of my observations. This personal stuff here. You're always lifting people up, right? Every day you walked into my classroom last year, you're lifting me up. And I always see you hustle. So tell me how that helps you every day.
I've always just ever since I was a freshman, seeing Jack Smith and all those guys, I've always just looked up to them, and I've always wanted to be a leader my whole life. And with my siblings, I'm the oldest, so I try to lead the best I can and lead by example. And so, like you said, every class I try to get in there and lift them up and ask people how their day's going. And same with football, I come in and most of the younger guys really just trying to build them up and just make it as fun as possible for them.
That's a good answer. You were moved to defense. Was it in the spring?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you were a receiver. Did that help you with your 2 interceptions?
Being a receiver?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. Having the hands and stuff. And just, what do they call it? Hand-eye coordination? Yeah. That.
Did you have the sticky gloves?
Yeah, I had the sticky gloves. Yeah.
Hey, those are awesome. Desert Island. Okay, this was back on your survey that you filled out for me. Coy Waynick keeps getting listed. Tell me, what kind of skills does he have? Why is he surviving when nobody else is?
When I think of Coy, I just think of real smart, down to dirt guy. I just said it because he's real smart. Couldn't think of anybody smarter than him.
Okay.
But
okay. Hey,
if I'm on a desert island, I'd want somebody real smart and not gonna goof off or nothing. So
okay.
I got Coy Waynick.
All right. What player is gonna exemplify own it?
I think I said Cole Miles, because every play I see him, he's hustling and he's always been a playmaker. Ever since I started playing football, he's just been great, and every play's out there, you can just watch him. He's gonna make a play, no matter what. Every time you see him, he'll make a play. So
okay, I'm gonna get emotional here. After I said, if you win it all, who are you hugging? You said mom and grandma.
yes, sir.
Why?
I just my dad means a lot to me. My granddad means a lot to me, and like those are the people I look up to. But my mom and grandma, like they're just always by my side, and I love them a lot, and so yeah.
Well, you had quite the fan club on Friday after the ball game. So who'd you hug first then?
I promise you, I got done. I was searching for my mom real bad, but I think it was my grandma.
Grandma.
And then I got to my mom. I was so happy to see him.
Okay, here's your chance. Your platform. You said that you wish people knew how hard man coverage was.
Yeah.
Explain. Here's your chance.
Okay. So back to like being a receiver, you just knew what you was running, and then you could like read the DB and play off of them or whatever, and you knew what you was doing, and you can get creative or whatever. But being a DB, you have to like kind of know what they're running, and like all the like route concepts is just racing through your mind. So like if they go inside coverage, then they're probably going in or whatever, but that just races through my mind, and it's kind of like you have to follow them, but you also have to be on top of the route at the same time. So, it's not the easiest thing in the world, but I've gradually gotten better with it.
You did all right, Friday. You did all right. All right, last question, you're off the hook. And I know Jaden Morris is going to see this show because he's on this show, because we're talking about running backs. So you said he's the first one to go in the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Why?
Because his emotions would just, like, I don't know, he gets after it. He gets after it for sure.
So you
so like
think he's taking on the zombie?
Yeah, he'd see the biggest zombie and just go after it. So that's a good, I guess, mindset to have. Like, no matter who he comes across, he's gonna get after it. So, yeah, he'd go against the biggest guy. But,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you do a great job.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, we'll be right back.
Looking to remodel your home bathroom? Call Express Bath today.
They were good people to work with. I had no trouble with them.
We always take care of everybody, no matter how big and small.
The team at Express Bath, we do what we say we're going to do.
The highlight was seeing a new shower in a 60-year-old house. It was a great experience.
We're a real company, we're real people, and we love serving real customers.
Call us to schedule an appointment today. Express Bath. We'll bring the duck.
Alabama owned and Alabama loved.
This is Shane Odom with Marmac Commercial Real Estate. We approach real estate with our 3I approach: integrity, intelligence, and innovation. To be your full-service real estate company that can handle all your real estate needs, from commercial, such as warehouse, retail, apartments, to land, farms, residential developments, along with houses, such as investment homes or your dream home. Marmac Commercial Real Estate has over 15 years experience providing award-winning full-service real estate experience. One team, endless possibilities. Marmac Commercial Real Estate.
All right, we're back with the Hartselle Football Coaches Show. I'm here with Jaheim Pruitt, Coach Gary Orr, and Jaden Morris. And we're going to talk a little bit about running back play and their experience on the field, and just kind of, y'all will teach us some stuff today, okay? Coach Orr, you're my first question. And by the way, I know you love this, so I'm just happy to have you here. What are you looking for in a good running back?
Well, over the years, with the learning from Coach Godsey and Coach Moore and Coach Newton and Coach Prater in there, kids that have the determination to run through tackles, also willing to listen and follow the path that we teach them to follow in the run game, and the desire to hang on to the football.
So what can you say about working with these two?
This, I was just telling one of our former colleagues, it's been a blessing getting back and having the backs that I've been able to work with the last 4 years. These two are very, very encouraging to me. They encourage each other. They work hard on whatever we're doing. They're in the weight room, technique, film. I mean, when we do film work, a lot of times they've already been through it, and they have questions, and we kind of help each other get through and keeping it in line to what Coach Matt Prater wants in the running game.
I got a question for you about that later on. But I want to ask the two players this question, or actually I can ask Coach, you're welcome to chime in. To the observer, when I'm thinking cerebrally, with the brain thing, I know that fresh legs means better plays, means better execution. I'm super competitive. So that part of me says, I want the ball every time it's snapped, right? So I want to know how you guys, because I don't see infighting. I see you guys sharing it. I see you guys having that team mentality. So how does that work for y'all?
I mean, we just normally before every game we'll play rock paper scissors shoot. It's in the first. Yeah, rock paper scissors before like whoever goes first. So honestly, I mean, at the end of the day, for me, it's just about winning. It's not anything about personal goals or anything. It's like if we win at the end of the day, that's all I care about. So whoever got more carries, more yards, more touchdowns, really don't matter to me. So winning is my main goal.
Yeah. I say that winning, but also it's like you said, fresh legs is better play. So we want to do better ourselves. So if you're out there and you're gassed and you get a run, like you might not do as good as if you're swapping out and you're fresher than you would be if you're in the whole time. So you get the ball in your 10-yard run rather than like 5 if you're tired.
That's short. Coach,
Well, I mean, I agree with, they both are like that. And they also make sure they encourage each other, and they both know their strengths and weaknesses. So, and they help each other with that. And that's why I think the backfield is so explosive, because they know and they complement each other so well.
That's awesome. Okay. These are for my players. What one player moment solidified why you play? So when you're thinking back, you're like, oh, this is why I do this. What?
You talking about like during the game?
Yeah, it can be during game, during practice, whenever. When do you sit there and go, yeah, I remember, like, because we're not gonna all have good days, right? There's some days you're like, I don't want to go back out there, but then there's those moments that remind you why you're out.
Probably more in my younger years, but even now, like the bus ride back after a victory away game, just there's nothing like that, just everybody singing and going crazy and celebrating. That's probably more of the reason why I play.
What about you?
For me, I'd probably say, I don't know, for some reason, I love the student section. It's like, I wish I could be up there, but it's like, I'm on the field, so it's like, I can't. So, I don't know, I just love seeing student section every time out there.
We have a great student section.
Yeah.
All right, I'm waiting on player of the game for you guys to ask your questions from your survey. So, this is the question I want to ask you. You got a lot of eyes on you, okay, especially from underclassmen. So, what do they need to do now to be where you are later? If you could talk to yourself and say, okay, Jaheen, this is what you need to do to be able to be starting and be an impactful player. Same thing with you, Jaden. What do you want to tell the younger guys? Why should they play? Why do they need to be out there? And what do they need to do to get ready?
I mean, you should play because, not just because football is just a great sport in general, it's a teachable moment for, like, just becoming a man for me. It's like I learned so much lessons just from coaches, Coach Orr's, like, I don't know, it's a life lessons more than just playing, like, and to get out there, just work hard. It's like, for me, it's like, I love football so much, so it's like, it's not my only option, but it's like, that's how I look at it though, like, it's my only option. So if you love it that much, put your all into it, put your body on the line, anything. So that's how I play it.
I definitely think football is the greatest game there is, and it definitely teaches you a lot about manhood and how to handle adversity. And as the younger guys, to like something to prepare themselves, I think they just gotta relax. Like I tell Malachi this all the time. See, he's been messing some stuff up, but just relax. Like, I mean, because you go out there and the more you stress about it, it's like the more you mess stuff up. I mean, it's really how it is. It's like you go out there and you're just like you're just thinking about everything. And it just gets in your way of yourself. So just relax.
Yeah, that too is so good. Those are great answers. Okay. What are your goals for this season?
What it is, 1,000 yards each?
Yeah, 1,000 yards. That's the goal we have for a season.
Okay.
Each.
Well, I like that y'all are setting goals. That's good. All right. One more question. Who do you model your game after? You could be one of the legends. Who do you want to model your game after? Is there one running back that you're just like, that guy? See, I want to be a Barry Sanders. He never got tackled.
True. Yeah.
Or you want to be a Jerome Bettis that mowed everybody down. I'm Danny Marshawn Lynch.
I don't know Marshawn Lynch. Don't go.
I was just Christian McCaffrey right there. I mean,
he does have a city for the
yeah, center. More of a receiving back.
All right. You're off the hook, sir. All right, we'll be right back.
When it comes to college sports, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, or softball, Hartselle is pretty much a town divided. But when it comes to our hometown athletes,
we are all Team Tiger, and at Agency on Main, we want to be your hometown real estate team.
Whether you're buying or selling, residential, commercial, land, or auction properties, trust the professionals at Agency on Main for all your real estate needs.
Go Tigers!
Okay, we're back. I'm here with co-offensive coordinator Matt Prager. And Coach, this is your week. I know you're excited. Got it marked on the calendar. So, QB coach, that'd be your co-offensive coordinator. He's on the sideline again.
Yes.
So, are you enjoying having beside you there, or are you talking to him thinking he's up above looking down, and then you turn around and there he is?
No, it's actually been good because now I don't have to worry about the headset. I can just walk down there and talk to him if I want to. It's in between series, but I think he's actually enjoying it. I don't know how long it's going to last, but it's been different, but it's been a good thing. And the good news is first two games offensively we've been pretty efficient, so we hadn't had a lot of tense situations so far.
Well, speaking of efficiency, Coach Lane gave you this game to, or maybe it was in a coaches meeting. I'm not sure, but we had 6 offensive penalties, all on the offensive line. So,
I know.
Do you want to talk about that?
Well, the false starts, we can't do that. We had 3 false starts. We had 3 holding penalties. A couple of them, you go back and watch the film, they're really close. I thought the first one on Jalen was kind of nitpicky. I mean, he's playing with a lot of effort, and you're playing teams that, are kind of unsound in how they try to defeat blockers, and they'll run around things, so it makes it a little bit easier to reach and grab. But we can't do those things. Obviously we got to play cleaner. But the holding penalties, I thought some of them were, like I said, effort and a little bit picky, maybe trying to keep the game a little closer than it was, the way it was trending. But still can't do it.
Well, and I'm gonna let you off the hook a little bit. I did talk to Coach Lang during halftime. I said, "What in the world?" And he said this crew was calling everything, and the Austin crew let them push. So it was a little bit different.
It was.
But I had the opportunity. I had to take it, and he suggested that.
I figured it did. I knew it was coming.
Okay. You win 46-8, and now you're facing a team with the nation's longest losing streak. I got to ask a philosophical question. So are you opening up the playbook to get lots of people reps? Or are we trying to draw it back down to not give people film to look at? So are you guys looking to kind of see what works and what doesn't? Or are you guys going to, keep it as vanilla as possible?
No, I think these are opportunities to work on some things. They're opportunities to, like you said, show some different looks, running some different plays out of different formations that maybe are attendance breakers. So no, it's going to be wide open. We talked about certain sets that, going into this game that we really want to play out of. And of course, what Columbia does on defense will dictate that, or how long we can stay in it. Just like last Friday, we tried to play more open sets, in other words, without a tight end. And sometimes they had us outnumbered in the box, and sometimes they didn't. So all that comes into play, So we're trying to work on some things for down the road as we go through. But bottom line is, if the defense won't let us do it, then we'll go back to what we need to do.
Okay. Well, I know that you and Coach Lang definitely plan for a season of football and not a game of football.
Yes.
All right. One more question, and then you're off the hook. Spoke with Coach Gary Orr and our 2 running backs. What can you say about these guys? Because you do call the run game. So how much fun is it to have not just those 2, but you got a couple of guys behind them that are actually pretty decent too?
Yeah.
So tell us about that.
It's really good. I mean, Coach Orr is,
from series to series on the sideline, he's always watching film, and he will come and ask me questions about, are the backs supposed to, if he thought they might have missed a cut or misread a block, he's always coming and asking, and so he can relay information to them, and so that we're all on the same page. And does a great job doing that. The two backs are prototypical high school backs. They run really hard. They're, they read blocks really well. They understand that sometimes the picture is cloudy and there may not be a lot there, or there may be a lot of bodies there, but they trust what they've been coached to do, what Coach Orr's told them to do. And it really works well. Really works well.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you coming on the show, and we'll see you hopefully in a couple of weeks. We'll be right back.
Peck Funeral Home is owned and operated by folks who live in the same communities they serve. Our employees are the heart of our business. The funeral home proudly employs over 30 local individuals. Currently, the funeral home is managed by Jeff Halbrooks, who has held that position for over 20 years. Our goal is simple and has remained the same now since 1929. Peck Funeral Home strives to provide genuine service from the heart.